Hey guys, this is AVQ, aka Q Designs, my second channel, and today I will be making an intro tutorial. Yeah. So, as you can see, my intros, they're not very professional. As you can see, other intros such as like Gold Solace or something. But, what I use to make the intros is free. I use Microsoft PowerPoint, which is not really a thing for intros. It's more for slideshows and good for like school projects or something. But there's also a lot of cool stuff you can do on it, like make text come in like, I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see when we get to it. So here's how the intro will turn out when you're done. And now that you have seen the intro, let's start it. So first, you're gonna wanna choose a template here. I personally like this depth one, but let's go for now blank presentation. If you don't, why do I have to open? If you don't want to use any of the templates or like download any, then just go ahead and just get a blank presentation. And yeah, okay. So now as you can see, there's this ugly title stuff here. You don't really want this, so just select it, press delete or backspace or whatever. It doesn't matter what you press. And now you can do that. So now we can search up a background if you would like. Yeah, HD background, and some nice cool ones come out like this one. This one's pretty cool. What's this? This one is cool, and I'll get back when I choose a background. And as you can see, I have a background here. I couldn't really find a good background, so I just chose one of the templates that gives you at the starting. It's called Depth. You can get it. Looks pretty nice. There's a blue background here. And yeah, so first, one of the cool things that is in a lot of my intros. Oh, and let me just, never mind. For now, let's just go through basics of PowerPoint. You can zoom in and out using this tab thing kind of here. And there's a bunch of tabs here. There's home. You can change the like size of font or something. You can get some shapes, and then you can insert like a table or shapes, mortar it. I personally like using word art. It's like some nice looking fonts. Design, I've already chosen one of these. Transitions, we won't really have to use this because all of the stuff will just be on one slide, and transitions are like transition from one side to another. And animations makes an object move or do something cool. Slideshow, this is just to start the slide. Review, just to make sure this, yeah, this is some of this, let me just close one of this is annoying. Okay, yeah, most of the stuff up here is more for if you want to like make a like presentation for school or something, but we're making an intro or outro or whatever you want to make. Oh, whoops, I accidentally opened Word. I don't want you. Okay, so now let's go on to adding stuff into the intro. So one of the cool effects that I have in a lot of my intros is kind of like a sword or axe or throw, where it like spins and then goes to the middle and they hit each other. It looks pretty cool. I've used it in Matt2 Gaming, No Fat Guy, one of my templates, and it's a pretty awesome thing. So search up Minecraft Diamond Sword and pick one that you like. Make sure when you pick it, it has this checkerboard and like diagonal lined background. That means that it has a transparent background. So let me show you what happens if you don't do that. Like this. Pretend you're using this, and as you can see, it has this weird white background. You don't want that to show up in your intro. it'll look really bad and ugly. So you want to choose one of these ones with the background. So copy the image, you can save it and use insert it like a picture from your thing. And then just go ahead, here's a copy, yeah, control copy, control paste. Make it a little bigger, as big as you want. And yeah, and as you can see, an axe or sword or whatever throw is not complete if you have two swords. So just go ahead, select it, control copy, control paste. And yeah, as you can see, we need them to be crossed, but they're not crossed, they're both going the same direction. To fix that, simply grab this side here, and you can make it like short or something here. Just pull it onto the other side until it like crosses, and make sure the pixels are the right size, else it'll look weird. I need to stretch it out a bit. And yeah, that's good. So now we can line these swords up. Actually, we're not really supposed to line them up yet. You have to kind of bring this outside. This is why it's important to zoom out when you're doing this, so that you can see what's going on from outside. And there's this like anchoring thing, where like the red lines, they like show if they like line up and stuff. And I want this to line up with this one, like perfectly. And yeah, that's good. And now this is where the animation comes in. So select one of the swords, click animation, and there's some nice animations here. Click add animation, it gives you more effect options, and click, we won't really be using a lot of these. Click, go down to motion paths and click line. And as you can see, it like kind of copies it over. Go ahead, click animations again, and click animation pane. This just shows all the animations. As you can see, if we play this, it moves in. That, and you can adjust it a little here by moving the thing. Just do the same to the other thing. Animations, add animation lines, and just kind of cross them. Make sure they don't overlap, or else that'll look kind of awkward. Yeah, just move them. And another really important thing, this might not make sense, but you might need to know a little bit more about PowerPoint before you watch this. It says on click on both of them. This is the default. If we click on the effect on the side and bring the slider down, on click is selected, which means that when you click it goes, and that will just ruin everything. So on the first one, go ahead, click after previous. Second one, click with previous. So now they both happen at the same time, and you don't have to click or anything. They're not as close as I want it to be, so just adjust them and make them go together. That looks pretty nice. They're still a little too close. Move them a little. And yeah, it looks nice. But as you can see, it's not spinning. Oh wait. First, let me explain the with previous and after previous. So basically, the default is you have to click for the animation to let go. But we're going to be exporting this, so there's going to be delay, which we don't want. So if you put on the with previous or after previous, it actually does it automatically. So after previous is the effect that happens after the previous effect. With previous, it happens at the same time as the previous effect. So let me play this. There's something weird that's going on here. Let me just fix this. They're both 2 seconds, right? Yeah, you might not be getting what I'm doing here, but okay, I'll explain what happened there in a second. Yeah. So as you can see in the settings here, you just bring the slider down again. You can change how long you want it to be. You can change delay. We don't want delay here. And yeah, one of them was going faster than the other one, which we don't want. So make sure you fix that if you happen that too. So now let's add the spinning part. And so select one of them, go to animations, and make sure that you click add animations and not just select the animation from here. The reason for this is if you don't click the add animation sign, then, oh, oops, I put the wrong animation. Okay, then it'll delete the previous animations that you put, and it'll just replace it with that animation that you add. So make sure you click add animation so it adds it onto the previous one. And go down to the emphasis, the yellow stars one, and click spin. And change this so that it says with previous instead of on click. And do the same to the other sword. And once again, make sure, oops. And make sure that you click add animation, not just select it like that, or else, oh, what the heck. Yeah, let me just control Z for a second there. That was weird. Animations, let's add that again. Spin, I don't know what that happened. Okay, so now click with previous on it, and as you can see, that makes a nice sword effect. And that doesn't look very good because the swords are still spinning after. So so just click the slider on the effect, make sure it's the spin effects, the yellow ones, click timing, and erase the duration and put 1.5, and do that same thing for the other one here. 1.5, and yeah, and as you can see, it looks a little better. So thank you guys for watching. Oh wait, I forgot to oops. Okay, so as you can see, this is just a PowerPoint. You want to add like music and stuff. So if you want to export it into a video, just click File at the side here, click Export, click Create Video, and make sure you put the seconds spent on each slide up. I like to put it up to 30, and create video, and save it wherever you want. Just choose a place. I'll just choose in videos. Just choose whichever file type you want. I personally like Windows Media Video. And yeah. So now you can use that in anything. And yeah. So this is part 1 of creating graphics, like an intro or whatever. And yeah. And I'll see you in part 2.